The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him make an eye lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who no prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them, who no anointed I head to no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah. Kedema way grumabe. Atela e. Igzag beer. Tana istalina ba shante 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 shante. Kedema way grumabe. Au ma uso bolisa. I don't know what talk. It was sick for. Mauga sobolisa akpa kaka au mau sobolisa chapata beda vio monye kuo agbeno heavy begba fumato mauga sobolisa akpesia akpe kaka awatanyu moye oyu waladon nokoyo jeme Nokoye jeme. Olabawo. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here, we are not neutral and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And we subject these ideas to some forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Is the headquarters of the truth. This is the habitat of the truth, the domicile of the truth, the address of the truth, the hometown of the truth, the palace of the truth, the mansion of the truth. This is the bedroom of the truth. Oh, ultimately, this is the truth. And my name is Black Rasta. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We are live on Facebook, also live on YouTube. Please share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. We are also on Instagram. You can find us on X, formerly called Twitter, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. Here, we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. This is the biggest Pan-African TV online, and we are most excited to be part of this beautiful family. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Oh, yes. If you have a story so dear to you, you want us to follow up on, we do it for free. Absolutely. No consultation fees. All right? It's all in the service of God and country. This is the Blakk Pot. Come here. Right now, my brother, my sister, today we have 5 very important stories to look at. And I can't wait to run through all 5. My brother, my sister, and they are very interesting stories. I only need you to sit back, check it out, and comment. Share the broadcast. Recommend us to family and friends. If at this point you have not as yet subscribed to this channel, please do us that favor. Hit on the subscription button. Right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Lord God have mercy. This is the headquarters of the truth. We are called the Blakk Empire Media. This is where all the action is. And I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. Thanks so much to Tesori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Oh gosh, it's an Italian product. Oh yes, Italian technology and African raw materials coming together to give you a shower gel that is exotic. A shower gel that makes you smell like heaven. Oh yes, it is soft, smooth, silky, and above all, it has a long-lasting fragrance that smells like the Garden of Eden. It comes in several fragrances. We have the royal oud. We also have the forest therapy. And of course, we also have the ikigai. We have the karma and also the Persian dream. My brother, my sister, we're talking Tesori Doriente. Oh my God. Premium quality made affordable. And if you have an interview to attend, please smell like heaven. Let the interviewers concentrate on your beautiful smell. Yes, because you're smelling good. Is there a new chick in the area that you need to show some level? Hey, chairman, go get it. Tesori Doriente. Hey, is there a new guy in town? You want to go teach a little bit of a lesson? Go get Tesori Doriente. Listen, pour a little bit of the shower gel in the middle of your palm, shake up the bath waters, and you get a very rich lather. It nourishes your skin and also keeps it glowing like the morning sun. Oh my God, over the horizons of Namibia. My God, this is Tesori Doriente. It also repels insects. Oh my God, and keeps you smelling like the Garden of Eden, 48 hours and beyond after taking your bath. What are we talking about? Hey, it is proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Oh, for bulk purchases and inquiries, call Daddy Ash on 0244 772599. Daddy Ash with Tesori Doriente. No two ways about that. Thank you so much. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. Oh Lord, your trustworthy partner. Can I just remind you that it is not every insurance that is an assurance. Some insurance may try to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. That is why your trustworthy partner is your partner for life. What kind of insurance do you require? Motor insurance policy, third party or comprehensive, oh, theft against your cars, fire against your cars and vehicles, no problem. You need a travel insurance. Where are you traveling to? We take you there in safety, bring you back in safety, no problem. Hey, personal or group accidents, no problem. 24/7 you are covered. Oh my God. Visit our sales portal at sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. That is where all the action is. Remember that. Our numbers are also on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Let us cover you. We are your trustworthy partner. Our offices are spread all over Ghana, from Bolgatanga to Binduri. Oh, from Takoradi all the way to Tamale, from Kumasi all the way down. Oh, to Kwansema Krum, no problem at all. We are here for you. Remember, Millennium Insurance is your trustworthy partner, and that is my insurance. And I love Millennium Insurance. And in times of disasters, no problem. Earthquakes, maybe volcanoes, maybe tsunamis, fires, floods, no problem. When it comes to claims, we make sure that we run to you. Oh my God. But we know how important it is to bring you back to the right footing. This is Millennium Insurance. Oh gosh. And we love you. We love you. We love you. That is why we are your trustworthy partner. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We are sponsored also by the kind courtesy of Lemfi. And when we talk about Lemfi, oh my God, we are making sending money to Ghana easiest. Hey, we give you the most competitive rates, and we don't charge you any transfer fees. And if you are sending for the first time, we even dash you money. Abba. Watch this. If you're sending $100, Canadian or American and beyond, we give you $20 back. That is what is called the cash back. And if you're sending €100 or 100 British pounds and even more, we give you €10 or 10 British pounds back. That is the cash back as a first-time sender. It's just a way of saying welcome to the family. Oh my God. Lemfi, so easy to use. Download the Lemfi app from App Store and you are ready to send money to Ghana. Now you don't need to run to a certain building sweating like a pregnant crocodile. Right after that, you queue before you send money. Now, even in the comfort of your homes, even on your WC or in your bedroom, ta 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 ta, and in just a few seconds, bam, there's a call telling you the money has been received. It could come via Momo or right into your bank account, no problem at all. And we give you the most competitive rates, and it's the safest. Trust me. This is Lemfi. And of course, I am a proud Lemfian. Because Lemfi is doing a lot right here in Ghana and beyond. But as a first-time sender, remember to use the referral code, OneRasta. And when you continue using it, you get bonuses, bonus after bonus. Oh my God. This is Lemfi, and I'm a proud Lemfian. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Herbal Technology. And I love Herbal Technology. Hey, I look strong, I feel strong, and anywhere it matters, I rise to the occasion. On the football field, I do it. Oh, right down there, my brother, my sister, in the swimming pool, I am like a fish. And in the bedroom, oh my God, have mercy. Only God can stop me now. And you know what I mean. It's all about herbal technology. I am a herbalist and I use herbs. Now at herbal technology, which is a clinic, listen to what happens. Two people may have the same sickness, but it is not the same medication that takes care of them because we are different people with different thumbprints. We were the first to produce tablets from herbs right here in Ghana and beyond. We gave you Viva Nigo tablets, and it's still here to give you the vitality, that you need, the vigor, the energy. My God. Listen, at Herbal Technology, we study you, we test you, and get to know exactly what the sickness is. We uproot it right from the roots so that you go home not just treated, but healed. And we do that in record time. We are masters of the game, so we know exactly what it is. What are you suffering from? Is it epilepsy? Is it a disease you are shy to talk about? Don't be shy, it's over. Hey, is it a disease we can't mention? Hey, is it Parkinson's disease? What is it? Sexual weakness? Or just mention it. Listen, try us and see. And listen, we know that pockets are mostly dry. So our fees are very, very down to earth. Call us on 0208 337711. And remember, we are called Herbal Technology. We bring the technology from our schools, hit that with our herbs, and what do you get? Herbal Technology. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. We have 5 very important issues to look at today. And I want to say thank you so much. Probably, if we have more time, we would add a 6th story to make it 6. And we are ready for action. If you're ready, let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this, my youth. Abu TRICA'S mother runs to Prophet ADOM KYEI-DUAH. Now, Abu TRICA'S story is all over the place. And it's interesting. His lawyers were in court. They tried to secure a certain kind of bail for him. Abu TRICA is already on his way into extradition to America, where he's already been slapped with about $8 million fraud. Romance fraud. But I can tell you on record, and remember where you are hearing it first, should Abu TRICA land in America, the charges may even be more. From 8 million, it might spread all the way up to about 20 million. And I said it again. Please note where you first heard it. Now, the FBI normally would like to bring the commonest that everybody understands and puts that in front of you. For this reason, we need him in America. But once he arrives in America, they might pile up more charges. Now, the lawyers of Abu TRICA have been going to court left, right, and center. And they maintain that an FBI agent met with Abu TRICA and tried to convince Abu TRICA to help him get an account through which he could deposit some money and also go and withdraw. And Abu TRICA did it, but he got a little bit out of it. Many people consider this as a cock and bull story, even though it might be nothing but the truth. Abu TRICA has been parading money on social media time and again, and nobody really sees what kind of business he does. And in his area, he is seen as one of the kingpins of fraud, aka Sakawa, and they simply call it game. So if you're a Sakawa boy, you are a game boy. In fact, to give it that kind of beauty, dirty movies become blue movies or adult movies. In English literature, we call that euphemism. The term that hurts, you replace it with one that does not hurt that much. For instance, he is dead. Many people see it as vulgar. You say, oh, he has beaten the dust, or he has given up the ghost. Even in tree, we woo. Yentan kanusa, wadani ne ni ashe ebain, and now wakok ninkrechi. That is a euphemism. In Ghana, every dirty thing has a euphemism. In fact, another name for stealing is business. Businessman. What business do you do? He doesn't want to tell you. He is a businessman. It means he's a thief. My brother, my sister, Abu TRICA has maintained his innocence in court over and over. But the FBI is not convinced. And at the same time, the courts in Ghana have decided to sign his extradition warrant. Now, after saying that Abu TRICA is going to America on extradition, all of a sudden he's been granted bail. And many people are wondering, oh, so if he's actually going on extradition, why the bail? But this is interesting. Now, Abu TRICA was granted bail, but extradition process still ongoing. Charges have not been dropped. Bail is for custody status because he has been remanded multiple times since December 2025. His sureties are top public figures with clean record. He can't travel, can't be seen in public, and he's going to be under surveillance. Abu TRICA is not free. He's just been allowed to go home and eat fufu and a benkwine and maybe a krante while extradition process finalizes. Remember, they've been given a number of days, my brother, my sister, to prepare and fire back. It looks like the lawyers themselves are giving up already. We heard Oliver Bakavoma was say he has not seen a judge who is so much in a hurry to extradite. It looks like Abu TRICA'S days are here. And they've asked him to bring about 30 million Ghana cedis. Where is Abu TRICA going to get that? Let's imagine that, yes, he's done this fraud for so many years. Does he have 30 million? In fact, how many top businessmen in Ghana have 30 million Ghana cedis? Is it a way to give him a pseudo custody? Can I explain that? Oh, you can go on bail, but go and bring the head of Sasabon Sam, then we'll let you go. Do you see it? It looks like that's what is happening. But Abu TRICA may just trick them one more time. He might just be able to come up with that money. And even if he does, he's still not free. The surveillance cameras are on him. In fact, authorities are going to be following him even to the bathroom. When he goes to eat his fufu and abenkwai, they surround the whole house. The only way Abu TRICA can trick them is to turn into a fly by the powers of Obinim to fly out, my brother, my sister, or else even the greatest magicians in Swedru may not be able to save this boy called Abu TRICA, the master trickster. Many people say he's not a gangster. Maybe he's a wangster. But this guy here, called Abu TRICA, is he really a trickster? He's been parading the cars. Oh, all the young girls in the area, they love him. This is Abu TRICA. And when he walks, he has a certain flair. You would think that he's a model who just went on retirement. This is Abu TRICA. My God. Can I tell you more? Now, Abu TRICA's mother has realized that, hey, times are hard. And the way people are talking, it doesn't look like it is enough to depend on the physical. So she has run to a church looking for a second chance. Hallelujah. Hi. Now she has run to the church of my very good brother and friend. We've known each other for a very long time now. I was the first to interview him on radio, and from that, he never allowed himself to be interviewed. And I'm talking about prophets. ADOM KYEI-DUAH. Kai. Prof. Hey! I was the only one he allowed himself to interview on radio, and from that time, never. Once in a while, he calls me. He say, Blakk Rasta, when him say me pewasempa. Say, aye, hey, me pewasem, ya me bompa ya ma wate. Ya menshawo. You know how he speaks. Na Blakk Rasta. When him ade I so. I say, Prof, catch me. I say, nyame be shrawo wate. Nyame shawa. Obi a hu say nyame wate. I say, Prof mate. And when he's going, he will say bye-bye like 600 times. Say bye-bye. Blakk Rasta me call bye-bye. Blakk Rasta me say me call wate bye-bye. Me say me call bye-bye. Me call bye-bye. Before you finally hear ping, 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 ping. I love him. He has a great congregation. He is the head of a church that is probably the biggest in the whole of Ghana in terms of numbers. And when it comes to 31st night, it looks like the whole of Ghana is at his church. You see human beings like flies. My brother, my sister, everybody ready to listen to this man. And many have asked, what is so special about this man? He has the appearance of Moses in the Bible. He is a man who stands firm when he's preaching. And above all, he does a lot of miracles in the church. His sobolo has come so much into contention, but many people are still sobolizing. Oh, yes. And when he places his hands on you, oh, there's always a testimony that something is happening. This is Prophet ADOM KYEI-DUAH. Lewin Kojo Nkansa was right there in his church with a neck that was almost broken by the spirits. And He looked at him and said, "Brah." He held him like this. He told him, "Come, brah." And then he moved towards him. He put his hands around him and he jerked his body once. Why? He's gone. Oh, he said, "Call." And Lewin immediately felt shock waves in his body. And boom, he removed that collar. And from that time till now, he's been walking collarless. My brother, my sister, Stephen ADOM KYEI-DUAH. My God. There was one time he was not too happy with me. And he said, "Black Rasta, would you brought food tata me? Would you brought food huna me? Adem my My brother, my sister, this is a man I truly love. And even presidential candidates love him. If you don't go to his church, forget about winning any election. The fact that you have gone to the church even is enough for you to get so many followers from his church. Bawumia was there. Do we remember? He went there and he put this mayafi on top of his head. Kaman sabong amaria. Ana Yana say, and I miss in the name of Jesus. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. And Samish mayafi de kaman sabong amaria. La ilaha illallah. Politics is interesting. It's a game of numbers. Hey, even if you have to enter hell to get people to vote for you, a lot of politicians will do that. Bawumia was there. As to whether he truly believed in the prophet or not, we can't tell. But one thing is clear. The prophet has the numbers. For him to even endorse you is enough to give you so many tens of thousands of votes. So he was there. Many other people go there, both educated and uneducated. My brother, my sister, the last 31st night, he had over 1 million people attending. Can you imagine? TRICA'S mother decided that she would go there. But first and foremost, the lawyer lamented. Oliver Baka Vomawo, he was angry. Why was he angry? He opted up to become a lawyer for TRICA, and he took center stage. Much as he was frustrated, there was another thing that frustrated him even the more. If the law books cannot help, we might have to go through the laws of God, the spirits. What did he put up? Watch this. The most difficult part about the TRICA case is not the law. Listen. It is the number of prophetesses, evangelists, and fetish priests who have called or messaged to ask us to pay for spiritual solutions. Hallelujah. He had been tormented over and over. Pay this money. Let's do this. Let's do this. His phone is always buzzing with fetish priests and priestesses, evangelists, prophets and prophetesses, deacons and deaconesses, and more. And he couldn't take it anymore. But TRICA'S mother seems to have the solution. She has run to the church of Stephen ADOM KYEI-DUAH, second chance. Already, she demonstrated it at a demonstration when she held a photograph of Prophet ADOM KYEI-DUAH and the powder, supposedly from the church, and she blew it in the air. Foo, foo. And there you can see the photograph of the prophet down there and TRICA up there. She opened the powder. She used the powder to hit the head of her son and said, the way this powder is going to fly in the air, you shall be freed from the gates. She painted her face first and foremost, and she went, foo, foo, foo. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. A mother's love for the child. Foo, foo. She blew it. Would it work? Would it work? Stephen ADOM KYEI-DUAH, my brother, my sister, has welcomed her to the church like many other people. And he prays for her, prays for Abu Trika as well. But as to exactly what prayers are said, my brother, my sister, time will tell. Our prayer is that if Abu Trika is truly guilty, may he be extradited and may he face the full rigors of the law. And if he's not, may he remain here. At this point, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. ATTA AKYEA, Ghana's most uncomfortable lawyer today. Hey, Peter Tosh has a song called Down Pressure Man. He says, on the day of judgment, there are some people, even if you were a flea, you will be most uncomfortable under their collar or under their skin. You know what a flea is, right? It normally would hide under skin or in some hidden such places and then be able to suck blood from you. It looks like ATTA AKYEA is the most uncomfortable lawyer in Ghana today. And the facts are here. We'll give you facts right now. Hi, the Office of the Attorney General has spoken. The people of Ghana are seeing it, and we are going to unveil it. This is Samuel ATTA AKYEA. To those who have never known him, to those who have never heard of him, he's one lawyer who speaks big grammar. People love his grammar. Run the dossier. Kai, Dodo. This is Samuel ATTA AKYEA. He was born on the 20th of August in 1962 and is a prominent Ghanaian lawyer and politician. He's a veteran member of the New Patriotic Party and has spent over 15 years in public service and is currently focusing on his legal practice following his decision to exit Parliament. He was born in Chebi, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's Chebi in the Eastern region. It's a place that has produced a lot of prominent people. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Philosophy from the University of Ghana from 1989 and a professional law license, BL, from the Ghana School of Law from 1994. I was only 20 years. Now, he founded the Zoe, AKYEA and Co. in 2003 after training at the prestigious Akufo-Addo, Prempeh and Co. So he's Nana Addo's little boy. He worked in the office of the Attorney General. One time, my brother, my sister. Oh, Jesus, flip. This is ATTA AKYEA we are talking about. And he is the second person to represent the ABLAKWA South constituency since 1992, succeeding Nana Addo himself. So this is a Nana Akufo-Addo boy. He served the ABLAKWA South constituency from 2009 to 2025. He was also appointed Minister for Works and Housing by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo from 2017 all the way to 2021. And he chaired the Parliamentary Committee on Mines and Energy and the high-profile ad hoc committee investigating the alleged plot to remove the Inspector General of Police as the IGP in 2024. We're talking about Dampare. This is ATTA AKYEA. Ha! Now watch this. He is serving as lead counsel for former National Signals Bureau Director General Kobna Edubuahine, and that is why he is here today. He officially decided not to seek re-election. He says he's okay with Parliament. He will concentrate on his law. Hey, he is known for his big grammar and litigation expertise. He has handled landmark cases involving banking, constitutional law, and high-profile criminal trials like the Tagore narcotics case. That was when cocaine became KOKONTE. Cocaine, did you hear that? Became KOKONTE. And the Rastas were angry. Say, Omu dianu bet to me adani KOKONTE a. Adenti na ye dianu die. And to me dani kontomre. Debi aye chia. Ye dianu die dani she. Ye be loki yesa. Na omu powder nu die. E to me dani KOKONTE. Enye KOKONTE kra. E bet to me dani. Kolebu powder. Ana esam. Ye dianu die dani she. My brother, my sister, the Tagore case rocked Ghana to the bottom. Rock bottom. My brother, my sister. This is ATTA AKYEA. Now, the Attorney General's Department has spoken. The most honorable Dr. Justice Sremsai, a former lecturer, decorated with so many degrees like a soldier at the battlefront. My brother, my sister, has spoken. And he said something that touched me. And I'm going to share that with you in a bit. My brother, but watch me style. Watch this. Come here. Hey, watch this. Now, the matter is very simple. And listen attentively. ADOM was said to have taken money from out of the national coffers, money belonging to the national security, into a personal account. And we all saw how he blew the money on prostitutes and on himself, buying so many things to glorify his own whims and caprices and ethos and egos. That is why we are in court. And Dr. Sremsai has made it clear. Listen, we are here for one thing. Money has been taken from national security into a private account. You say it's not a private account. Come and defend yourself. And you ATTA AKYEA took this case knowing very well that this is a very heavy weight of a job. But he took it. And when he went in there, the first thing he did was to challenge the exchange rate. What did he say? You said the man stole how much? 49 million. Or how much did he steal? 52 million. Whatever he stole, 49.1 million. And you said it's equivalent to how much? 7 million American dollars. What kind of exchange rate is that? We don't understand. And the court smiled. Sremsai came and said, my lord, it's not about exchange rate. The money was taken in cedis from the national security into a private account in cedis. Why are we talking dollars? So we are not here for exchange rate. And the judge said, you are right. ATTA AKYEA was looking around for another excuse. Looking around. What else can I say? He moved from one spot to the other, to the other. And I want you to hear from the mouth of the Deputy Attorney General, the most honorable, Dr. Justice Sremsai. Watch this.
In oral and the updates that you've been providing, there's one that is of particular concern, that Kwabena Edubwahi case and the security entity. The lawyer for the defense seemed to be of the opinion that they are winning that case and the AG is bottling it.
Well, it is the belief or hope, or let me say the desire of every defense attorney that the prosecution fails and they succeed. To that extent, I wouldn't be much, because he's defending the person. It means that he believes that he has a defense. But considering, I am just concerned about the level of his conduct in the media on the case. So, for example, he will come and threaten that when we bring a particular witness, he's ready to finish that witness and things like that. I'm not sure if those things are particularly ethical to be even before the witness comes, you are telling the public that you are going to finish the witness and all that. But it's a simple case as far as we are concerned. There is public coffers. You move money from the public coffers into a private account. And we have produced evidence of that transfer, which is by checks, 3 checks. After that, from that private account, you have spent the money in purchasing property and other things for your personal benefit and for the benefit of your companies and your friends. We have evidence to that effect, which we have put before the court. And we said public money is not supposed to be spent that way. And anyone who spends public money that way is either charged with stealing or causing financial loss or money laundering or any of those offenses. That is what the case is about. We have, through the cross-examination, seen a number of things that the defense has been trying to do. First, they began by trying to show that there was discrepancy between a dollar and the CD, values at the time, which for us is neither here nor there. It's a different thing if we accuse you of stealing dollars and then we converted into CDs and charged you. Then you can say that the conversion rate will reduce the amount. But in this case, it is CD it's a CD account. So you move CD from the public coffers into a CD, private bank account. So the long cross-examination about CD dollar rate is neither here nor there. Then when that collapsed, they now moved to an area where they were trying to say that the accused person usually gives loans to the public organization and suggesting that the 49 million, which was the subject matter of the thing, is a so-called repayment of the loan that he has previously given to the institution. So basically saying that the institution was paying the loan back. That didn't go anywhere. Recently, there was a suggestion through cross-examination that the account which we are calling a private account was a secret national security account in which the money was being sent. We don't know what that means, because if it is a national security account, we will know. So that one didn't go anywhere. Then I think the recent angle of cross-examination seemed to suggest that the equipment which was supposed to be bought with the money
purchased
has been purchased and is there. Now we have tendered in evidence. We have filed as part of our disclosures the inventory, which shows that it wasn't there. The last time I checked, they have filed to go and inspect the inventory. So how is our case weak? Because the core allegation of moving public money into private account and spending it for personal purposes has not been damaged by any of these.
You believe they are publicly doing this to create a certain perception in the minds of?
I believe so, because I believe they're actually succeeding. And I have a certain standard ethical, I don't think I am a public official.
Right.
I owe the public explanation on everything I do. Okay. But I also don't think that it is fair to the accused person for me to come out of court every day and be saying things from my perspective. If you do that, you are oppressing the accused person. You are also likely to misconstrue, because you are speaking immediately after court from your perspective, which may not necessarily be the objective perspective of what happened in court. So I don't think that is something I want to be doing.
The Most Honorable Dr. Justice Shemsai. That's him. Hey! ATTA AKYEA has moved from exchange rate all the way to the point that all the 49 million plus was actually a loan Edubwahini gave to his own National Signals Bureau. And he's trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. he didn't end there. Oh, we bought the equipment. Meanwhile, when the inventory was taken, right from the National Signals Bureau, there was no equipment from Israel. But they are interested in winning the war in the media. They get a few cheap journalists, give them something small, probably. And then they go on radio and TV, and then they tout these guys as winners. My brother, my sister. But with all these things heard from the Deputy Attorney General, ATTA AKYEA is the most uncomfortable lawyer right here in Ghana and beyond. Deep inside him, he knows what kind of case he has. And deep inside his head, he knows where this case is going. But a lawyer would always want to prolong issues to make it seem that he's working. It's like when you take your thing to the mechanic to fix. If he does it in 1 minute, he can't charge you 20,000 Ghana cedis. Even if it's something he can do in just a minute, he will go around it, loosen things that are not supposed to be loosened, spend 5 hours on this so he can come back and tell you that, hey, pay me 20,000 Ghana cedis. I did a lot of work. Look at how long I've spent on this. It looks like that is what ATTA AKYEA is doing. But the judge has seen all these things. And as it stands right now, Ghanaians cannot wait to be meted out justice too. We are waiting for the D-Day. I think after this, ATTA AKYEA will take a long break to rest. He has been very uncomfortably tired. I'm sure he even has nightmares at night. When he goes to bed, you hear, I sentence you to bang. Then he goes, Ajay, yeah, wait. Nightmare upon nightmare. But a lawyer must be seen to be working. It's the Blakk voice, aka KOKONTE. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have more stories. Hey, hey, yo.
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKONTE. And here we speak truth to power. Do me a favor. Take 1 second. Click on the subscription button right after that on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Share the broadcast. This is where all the action is. The headquarters of the truth. Story number 3. Watch this. Plot to murder Tsatsu Tsikata uncovered. How many of us remember Tsatsu Tsikata? One of the youngest lawyers at his time. He is the father of rap musician Manifest. This is Manifest. And that was Tsatsu Tsikata. And now, Tsatsu Tsikata and his son Manifest. There was a time I was coming from the UK. And on the plane, he was sitting in the business unit, you know. And when I was passing him, he recognized me and then he stretched a leg out. He said, "Oh, Blakk Rasta, we appreciate you for all the good work you're doing. You know, you are such an enigma." I looked at him and I went down with one knee as if to say, "Would you marry me?" to a woman. And he was surprised at that thing, that style. I said, "You know what? One knee is on the ground, on the floor, to thank you for everything you've done and for you to bless me with the wisdom, the legal wisdom that you have been able to pick up and the experience you have picked up both politically and non-politically." He looked at me. Probably he told himself, "This is too much for one man to ask. Do you know what experiences I've gone through? If I bless you with that, then I've given you everything on earth. Let me reserve it for my son Manifest." This is Tsatsu Tsikata. I love him. To those who don't know him, run the dossier and see exactly who this legal luminary is. He was born on October 1, 1950. He's 7 years older than Ghana. In fact, 6.5 years older than Ghana. He is a renowned Ghanaian lawyer, academic, and former public official, often called the law luminary. He is widely considered one of Ghana's most brilliant legal minds. He was born in Keta, in the Volta region, a town that I love so much. He entered Infansepim school at the age of 9, so early, and graduated from the University of Ghana with an LLB, first class, at the age of 18. What a man. He earned a Bachelor of Civil Law, BCL, with first class honors from Oxford University. What a man. He was the CEO of the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, from 1988 to 2000. And that was where all his problems started. Before then, he was a long-time law lecturer at the University of Ghana. And in 1988, he accepted to push a foot through the door of politics. And he got into the GNPC. Oh my God. Hey, he served as a legal counsel for the NDC in major landmark cases, including the 2013-2021 presidential election petitions. He taught many of Ghana's current top legal figures, including Supreme Court judges and the current Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin. He's known for defending political figures and taking up human rights causes during military rule. This is Tsatsu. Finally, in April 2026, oh yes, this month, a few days back, he was honored by the UPSA Law School and GMPC for his enduring contributions to law and the energy sector. He has recently cautioned against using criminal prosecution for political vendettas and called for reparations regarding the SAL group. We're talking about the Santro Kofi Akpafu, Likpe, and Lolobi residents de-enfranchisement during the elections. Tsatsu Tsikata's career is defined by a rare mix of academic excellence, corporate leadership in the oil sector, and high-stakes constitutional litigation. This is Tsatsu Tsikata. Tsatsu Tsikata. Hey! Now, everybody knew him as a very, very smart lawyer. He taught a lot of the lawyers. In fact, he's the lawyer's lawyer. And there was a plot to assassinate him. Kufuor bundled him and slapped a charge of corruption on his head. Many people saw it to be a political assassination of character and threw him behind bars. Hey, a law lecturer. They didn't care if he had even lectured Angel Gabriel or Sasabonsam. They threw him into common legal custody. Many people were not happy about this. They said it was a political witch hunt. Therefore, they started a movement called Free Tsatsu Tsikata. We saw the banners all over. We saw the stickers. And we saw those who pushed it. Everybody came to the understanding that he was being victimized for one reason or the other. But now we have come to understand why they first and foremost decided to put him in there. For all the period he was there, he never even drank water from the prison, let alone eat food. Because somebody from the ruling party who loved him had hinted his wife. Today there was a meeting. And in the meeting, it was said that this whole orchestration is simple. We put him there so that his family will not be around him and it will be easy to assassinate him. We are going to drug, better still, the technical term is lace his food. He will not suspect anything. We will lace it. Food that all prisoners are supposed to eat, water that they are all supposed to drink, we will lace it. And he will die quietly in his sleep. This was somebody from inside. So the prison was only a Trojan horse. A deception. But somebody leaked it to him. And they kept it secret. Tsatsu's wife immediately started to cook food 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. And Tsatsu was held in a containment area where about 11 people, prisoners, were, including a 16-year-old. Jesus. He said he looked at a 16-year-old and he thought about his own children. And he cried deep inside him. But he came to the understanding whilst in prison, why he was in prison. He never ate any food there. Else, he would have been dead body by now, as ultimately orchestrated and calculated. Tsatsu Tsikata, my brother, my sister, just as Kufuor was about to leave power, he decided to free him, clouded in amnesty. Ahumobro. Unhuaye mobo. Enti pienako. But Tsatsu said, never. I am not coming out of this prison on amnesty. I am staying in prison to fight my case legally, win it legally, so that there will never ever be a tag of criminality on my record. Amnesty does not dissolve or absolve you from criminality. It only gives you sympathy, not even empathy. Tsatsu refused. He stayed. and fought it in court until he won and came on. Let's listen to him. What really happened? It's a very short tape. Watch this.
The cell that I was in those 5 months was actually like the holding cell, just near the sort of entrance. So it wasn't right inside the prison cell. It was like the holding cell. And there were 11 of us, I remember.
In one cell?
In one cell, yeah. And so, you know, I mean, most people were sleeping on the floor and so on.
You slept on the floor?
But I had a bed.
Okay.
And I suppose that was a favor done to me, you know. I had a bed. And I think there were probably 2 or 3 beds at different corners of the room. I had a bed in one corner. I think the cell leader also had a bed and so on. And, you know, really, I didn't feel out of place, let me put it quite frankly. I mean, there was a young 16-year-old. A 16-year-old shouldn't be in an adult prison. But there was a young 16-year-old who had been brought in with his older brother. I think there was some contempt of court against them arising out of some civil proceedings, you know, some quarrel with some other people. And he was in prison, you know, 16-year-old. And like I said, that experience of seeing how, I mean, the law doesn't work for a lot of people. And I was relatively, you know, privileged, you know, having the ability to have lawyers represent me and so on and so forth. For many of those people, they didn't have the opportunity of even counsel to represent them. So there was a lot that was very sobering about that whole situation. And sobering in the sense too that it enabled me to see, you know, what a privileged life I had, you know, by God's grace. What a privileged life. The fact that my wife could be bringing food every day to me in hospital, in the prison. And again, an aspect of this which I can say, you know, even without having asked my wife's permission, she had been told that, and she'd been told from very dependable quarters that she should not allow me to eat in the prison.
Okay.
Because there could be some plans around my eating the food regularly from prison.
As in poisoning you?
That is correct. And this was not just told as a little story or a petty gossip. It was told by somebody who knew what he was talking about. And I'm very grateful to that person. I would not mention his name for reasons which in this country we should understand. I will never want to mention his name.
So they not only persecute you, now they put you in jail and they wanted to kill you whilst there.
That's what we were authoritatively told. And so my wife daily was determined, whatever her responsibility, she had her own, you know, company to run. Every day she brought me food. And that again was how come on the Sunday when I had that attack overnight, she was bringing me food only to learn that...
You had an attack, what happened?
No, you know, on the 15th of November, when I had the asthmatic attack in the cell, through the night, you know, and really there was nothing that could be done. By morning, she had come to bring me food. Then she was told that I was in the hospital. And she comes to the hospital and realizes that I was in a really bad state. And from the discussion she had with the prison director, God bless him, he's again passed, may he rest in peace, she was allowed to find an ambulance. The hospital didn't have an ambulance, the prison didn't have an ambulance. But she was able to get an ambulance arranged from KOKONTE, which then came to pick me up from the hospital and so on, and first to 37 hospital, intensive care. They weren't sure they could handle the situation. By evening, I was moved to the cardiothoracic center at Kolebu, where they had more facilities to be able to take care of that situation. And clearly I was in a very bad situation from, talking to the doctor, Dr. Sribo, afterwards. It was a very, very bad situation I was in.
He had a close shave with death. Close shave. His wife came in one day to give him food and realized that he had had an asthma attack and was almost gone. Was taken to the hospital, and she rushed to the hospital and realized that she was on time to see the husband before his quick notice to heaven. Hey, no ambulance. They had to go to Koforidua and bring one and take him all the way to another hospital. The intensive care unit couldn't even handle. They had to go to the cardio, heart. And according to him, the doctor, Dr. Sribo, finally told him after he recovered that you had a close shave with death. Your case is extraordinary. Maybe God kept him to be able to tell this story. But he never ate food from there. He was in prison for 7 months and beyond. And then there was an appeal. And finally, somewhere in 2016, correct? The case was decided and a not guilty tag was slapped on him. And he walked proudly, clean as a whistle. This is Tsatsu Tsikata, the luminary lawyer who wanted to poison him. Why did they want to take him away? Was it because of his prowess in the law game, the legal battlefield? What exactly was the issue? But today, he's not too active politically, maybe because of his age. He still calls a lot of shots. From where he sits, he's still able to direct things. Recently, my brother, my sister, he was part of the people that legally removed Tokon. He, alongside Tadiosori, he had a very beautiful time. And at the end of the day, they heaved a sigh of relief. He was awarded and honored at UPSA and GNPC for all the wonderful things he's done for this country and beyond. This is the law, the lawyer of lawyers, Tsatsu Tsikata, born on Nigeria's Independence Day in 1950, 10 years before Nigeria was born, and 7 years before Ghana was born. Congratulations. You are still alive, and we appreciate you alive. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Watch this. Obinim was not sacked. He left Bishop Ajinasari. Bishop Charles Ajinasari granted an interview to Bolare in the comfort of his home. And it was a beautiful interview. He is the founder of the Perez Chapel. He's a very respected man of God. And he told Bolare in that interview that Obinim was supposed to be his mentee. He was mentoring him. But at a point he realized that this other man of God, my brother, my sister, was not serious. And that he realized that he was pouring water into a basket. A wasteful journey. And he decided to abandon him. Better still, send him away. My brother, my sister, from when we retold this story, it went viral. Thanks so much to Bola Ray for that beautiful interview. My brother, my sister. And we have started having calls from Bishop Obinim's church, from people who identify themselves as close confidants and lieutenants of Angel Obinim, as he used to be called, and that they have the permission of Obinim to set the track straight, the facts right. And what did they say? I don't intend spending time on this. We'll go straight to the point. There was a time Obinim made a lot of name. He prophesied. They came to pass. He healed. People saw that. But after some time, whatever happened, he went into some kinds of dubiousness. And that crushed him, at least to an extent. He had a sticker that was so popular all over Ghana. Now I don't see people use that. Oh yes. He became so swollen-headed at the point that he said he was no longer human, he was an angel. With time, he said that the photograph of Jesus Christ was fake, and that it was somebody who just painted a picture of a certain white man. Whoever educated him like that did a great job. So he pulled down the photo of Jesus Christ from his wall and put his own picture there and said, me mfonino e wonfaso chance photo no amusi yesu no. And I applauded because he was now speaking history, common sense. My brother, my sister, Obinim, powerful man of God. People ran to him. Politicians consulted him. Hi, he was the ADOM KYEI-DUAH of that era. Everybody went to his church. Now, according to those who spoke to me from Obinim's church, when Obinim realized that he had the calling of God, and he realized that he was able to prophesy, and the prophecies came to pass, he could lay hands on people and be healed. He decided that he needed a mentor. So he went to Archbishop Charles Ajinasari. At the time, he was a bishop, and talked to him. And he said, don't worry. Are you sure you have the calling of God? He said, yes, Bishop. That is why I'm here. He prophesied. And he told Bishop Ajinasari so many things about him himself. And he said they were all true. He told him deep things. And he collaborated all those. Yes, corroborated all those. And you know the interesting thing? According to the people who spoke to me, at a point, Bishop Ajinasari realized that this guy was truly powerful and wanted to use him. That was the word they gave to me. So, you will hear prophecies from him, and he would come and stand in church and prophesy to the people as if he was the central point of that prophecy. Do we understand? Obinim will tell him, Mahuse, on this day, this would happen, that would happen. Say, sir, you hear it. And because he was his mentee, Archbishop Ajinasari will now go to the pulpit and prophesy as if he was the one who had that prophecy. It went on. A lot of them came to pass. And he kept doing that. But according to the lieutenants around Obinim, he never gave him any credit. And he didn't even want to pull him into the limelight like that. Again, he didn't want Obinim to be seen prophesying, so people would see that this was probably the source of the prophecies. Do you get it? You stay there like that quietly. Unya prophecy bia, come and give to me. I will prophesy to the people. I won't give you any credit because you are my mentee. You will grow. He kept doing that. And he felt that he was using him. Therefore, he decided to walk away. He walked away, established his own church, and started doing his own things. And from that time, Ajinasari never saw eye to eye with him. He had heard a lot of things Ajinasari has said about him, Obinim, behind closed doors, and he never responded. But his lieutenants told me that that was it. And they said they will bring more information. But as it stands right now, Obinim, according to these lieutenants, was never sacked by Charles Ajinasari. He felt that he was being used. All the prophecies that came to him from God, he told his senior pastor. And senior pastor went to prophesy and took the glory. And yet he was not taking care of him. Let alone even draw him to introduce to the church and allow him to prophesy to one or two people for fear that he might derail the church. So he decided that he will not be with him anymore. Much as the bishop kept calling him, he refused to go. He would not go to be used anymore and stayed away. They have never really had a good relationship again from that time till now. What is the truth? We're going to try to speak with Obinim himself and hear it from the horse's own mouth. That is if he will talk. Was he actually being used? And again, did he need the credit? Is it not most important for the message to go out? Does it matter who it passes through to reach the masses? What do you think? Any which way is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have two more stories and we are done. Hey, you. Wayo!
Blakk Pot. Kokoshonamo.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Do me a favor. Please hit on the subscription button. Right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. Thanks so much to our sponsors. Oh, remember, turn every single bath into, yes, every single shower into a true royal journey, a true royal experience with Tesori d'Oriente. Italian technology coupled with African ingredients and raw materials, giving you, premium quality, very, very affordable. Daddy Ash is responsible for bulk purchases and inquiries. Tesori d'Oriente. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. And when we talk about Millennium Insurance, we're talking about your trustworthy partner. Thanks so much to Lemfi. If you're sending money, For the first time from Canada, from America, from any part of Europe, you must be thinking about Lemfi. And remember, the referral code, 1 RASTA, RASTA Bakupe, RASTA Ekomepe. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy, yes, of Herbal Technology. And with Herbal Technology, we are a clinic that deals with only herbs. And what we do is simple. Sometimes you only need a tea to clear your malaria, to clear whatever ailment you have. 1 cup of tea. And when you come to us, you don't tell us what you have. We will tell you, and we'll tell you the source. Sometimes it's just 1 bowl of fufu you may have to eat and just go home. Sometimes we'll give you some herb that you just take home. Burn and inhale and you are okay. It's not magic. It is science. Herbal Technology. We are physicians from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and beyond. And around the world, we have the experience. Please, whatever the sickness you have, even if it does not have a name, we have the solution. And at Herbal Technology, we don't just treat, we heal. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 5. Watch this. ABLAKWA cries as Ghanaians in South Africa flee for their lives. Oyo papa. There's a video of a young Ghanaian man in South Africa, surrounded by some South Africans, inquiring from him answers. Now the cool-looking Ghanaian is approached by these xenophobic people, and they ask him, "You know that you are supposed to be a stranger, right?" He said, "Yes." "You know that you are supposed to be a visitor, right?" He said, "Yes." "But why are you still in this country?" And he told the people, "Because I have the permission to be here. Moreover, I came here only a few moments ago. Show us your documents." He shows them the documents. They look at the documents. And like Jesus before Pilate, they must by all means crucify him. "Which corrupt policeman signed these documents for you?" they asked him. And started to bombard him with things that they themselves did not understand. My brother, my sister, and he stood there befuddled, totally hypnotized, whilst they threw at him a barrage of insults and cursory words. My brother, my sister, I'm going to play you that video. Anytime I play it, it brings tears into my eyes. I've also seen videos of our brothers and sisters in South Africa being beaten. I saw the video that had a young African boy in there. It doesn't matter whether he was from Zimbabwe, from Ghana, from Togo, wherever he was from. My brother, a well-built man stands in front of him. I think he's preparing to go for Olympic boxing. And he starts heaving punches directed at the mouth and nose and head of the poor 20-year-old thereabout. His head hits the wall and he continues to unleash punches. The boy is unable to take it anymore. He takes a step forward, knowing very well that if he began to run, that was his end. They will chase him, gang him up, pour fuel on him, and set him ablaze, and make his journey quicker into the land of the ancestors. So he just moved back. And then another man with koboko on kokote moves forward and whips the hell out of him. Another well-built man moves forward, and he also unleashes punches on the face of this guy, and the whole face became bloody. My brother, I saw that video twice, and every time I shed tears. I can't show you that video. My brother, we have seen videos where our brothers and sisters were burnt alive, and their only crime is that they are hungry and they have come here to find food in one way or the other through hard work to eat. No, we don't want to share the food with you. Go and develop your country. And they set them ablaze. Right now, any frustrated South African goes out there looking for the so-called foreigners, and they call them foreigners. And what they do is to beat the hell out of you. Sometimes even kill you. Some of them have firearms, locally made. They shoot you and kill you on the streets. I have a poem, my brother, my sister, about this xenophobia. And it's called A Letter to Shabalala. It was banned in the days. I don't know if you can still find it online. A Letter to Shabalala. It's a very dangerous poem. And I shot it in South Africa. The people who were part of that video, their companies threatened to sack them for playing in the video. You know what they did? These people, actors as they were, they had to call me all the way in Ghana and beg me to save their jobs. You know what I did? We had to write to YouTube and tell YouTube that I didn't have their permission for them to play in the video. All because I wanted to save their jobs. They begged. My brother, we have been working here for the past 17 years, and because of this video, they are sacking us. If you don't help us, we will lose our jobs, and it is not easy to find jobs. I beg you, my brother. Every day I beg you, my brother. After the third day, I said, how can I help? You need to write a letter to YouTube and tell YouTube that no. And we did that. I'm glad they have their jobs, but the poem is still here. It was a very beautifully done video, shot in South Africa, amongst the Zulus. And you know where they normally do this? They go to Soweto, where the black people are concentrated. They don't go to the white areas. The Pakistanis and Indians, oh, they are holy, they are angels. It's the black people that they go after. Slaughter them, burn them, shoot them. Julius Malema has been fighting this xenophobia all this while. And they told him if he kept talking about it, they would not vote for him. He said, I don't want any xenophobic votes. My brother from Ghana, my brother from Zimbabwe, my brother from Nigeria is my brother. Why should I call him a foreigner? You know who the foreigners are? They are these people here that you guys don't call foreigners. It's so nauseating in South Africa. You know, these are issues I like to talk about. I can stand here and talk for another 10 hours, and I will still be talking. Let's go watch the video. When we return, we'll close it. Watch this.
We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
Passport.
Eh? Now you are carrying your bucket. It's 11 a.m. You were supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they are getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they did.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's the passport?
Take it out. Baba.
Let me see your passport. Let me see. Luna. Okay, tell me. Who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you. I'm not foolish. These things, let me tell you, you know by law you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport.
No.
Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land? Okay. Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a forein land?
You see, it was raining.
Hey, I follow you guys now on Facebook. How you?
It was raining these days. And when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That's why I satisfy it so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that.
Okay.
Ghana don't do that.
All right, sharp.
Ghana
let me
is
show
the
you.
only African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are abusing our systems, on the 10th of April, again, the 10th of April, you entered your country when. The very same day you came back when it's a proof. Proof. Yes, the proof.
That crocodile can't go.
You went to Ghana on the 10th, and then you came back.
No,
because here it says you exited Ghana to South Africa. When here it says you entered, here you exited, and it's the same date. It's the 10th of April. 10th of April.
This stamp you got there in Elov Street on the street. This is where you got the stamp. Oh, they've got a connection here.
No.
I am telling you, that's where they buy it from.
Don't lie, sweetie. Papers don't.
Only God knows what happened to the poor Ghana boy. Only God knows what happened to the poor Ghana boy. You heard what they said? On the same day you exited Ghana, and the same day you were in South Africa, it's not possible. Can you imagine? It is only 6 hours or less from Ghana to South Africa by air. My brother, about 10 of these people are all talking down on one man. They won't allow him to talk. Are these immigration officers? Right now, they have taken the law into their own hands. And where the pain is, the young lady speaking at the beginning, there are other videos capturing her saying, right now they have seen enough documents, they don't even want to see documents anymore. Whether you have documents or not, leave the country. And that is where the pain is, my brother. Ghana has a visa-free arrangement with South Africa. Can you imagine this? When South Africans are coming to Ghana, it's visa-free. All you need to show is your passport and the number of days you are spending in the country, and then you exit. If you want to stay longer, there is a chance for you to elongate what technically is called an extension. What is the importance of this visa-free? If we cannot go to South Africa and walk the streets of Soweto and Joburg in peace, people would have to stop us and blame us for taking their food. The jobs that they don't want to do, we do the jobs. In our country, we have no snow. We want to go to South Africa, Pietermaritzburg, go all the way to Cape Town and those other places and see a bit of snow. We want to go to Mandela's country and relive the story of Winnie Madikizela Mandela and Mandela himself. We want to go to the Mandela Street and sing Asi Bonanga. We want to go to South Africa and witness firsthand the land that gave birth to apartheid. And when we enter, we have guns pointed at our heads. We could be as legal as anything. They will still chase us and beat us and kill us because we are the authors of their suffering. What is the importance of the visa-free? We're boasting in Ghana that now we have a visa-free arrangement. My brother, if that guy there was a Nigerian, they will not even ask him anything. Once you are called Chuku Emeka or Chukudi, or you are called Ezworna, you are finished. My brother, a few years ago when there were xenophobic attacks in South Africa, we marched over to the South African High Commissioner in Ghana. Her name, Honorable Lulu, Her Excellency Lulu. And you know what she told us? She asked us, as if to say her people are justified for killing us, that we should go and create jobs for our citizens. Lulu, that's her name. Zingwana. That's what she said. I know it is bad. What they are doing is bad. It's bad. It's very, very bad. But we cannot ask all Ghanaians to pack their bag and come back to Ghana. But create jobs for your people so that they will not travel. They have soon forgotten how Nigeria paid for free education for them in the days of apartheid. How Ghana supported them and we all sang Asim Bonanga. Asim Bonanga. Asim Bona Fu Mandela too. Asim Bona Ona. We all remember how we sympathized and empathized, how we donated soldiers to go and defend our people in South Africa against Botha and his army of demons. No, today they are directing us and telling us we made a mistake by helping with the resources we had to free them. We should have kept that to develop our countries and create jobs for our people. And as usual, one of my favorite ministers, ABLAKWA, responded promptly. What did he say? He's most disappointed. I have this morning held a telephone conversation with my South African counterpart, His Excellency Ronald Lamola, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation. I called him on the trending videos about Ghanaians coming under extremely disturbing xenophobic attacks in South Africa. The South African Foreign Minister has expressed his empathy with the victims and promised full-scale investigations into the depressing incidents. The government of South Africa is set to hold a briefing with African ambassadors later today. I am also able to confirm that since yesterday I have been in constant contact with Ghana's High Commissioner in South Africa, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashe, coordinating our response. I am gladdened that so far colleagues in our diplomatic mission have located the main victim in the viral video and are offering consular assistance. He's doing very well. No Ghanaian life has been lost. We urge calm and confidence in our collective capacity to protect Ghanaians. Let me assure compatriots that the Mahama administration remains uncompromising about the welfare and safety of Ghanaians both home and abroad. We are determined to guarantee the protection of all citizens. May these regrettable incidents never quench our Pan-African love and solidarity for each other. The overwhelming majority of Africans are united and share an unbreakable bond. We shall not be divided by the hatred of a few fringe elements. Fringe elements. Elements on the periphery. This is Okujeto ABLAKWA. Quick to respond. I'm glad that the young man in the video is alive. He's been located and some consular advice is being given to him. Oye yo, let's obey and then. South Africa, I honestly don't know. Why don't they have that kind of problem in some other African countries, but in South Africa? Recently, we heard about a few of those disturbing incidents in Morocco. A few right there in Tunisia recently. But it's just recently. South Africa has had this history for only God knows how long. To conclude, can I just say this? It is about time we stood and got ourselves through independence. Kwame Nkrumah divided independence in two parts: political independence and economic independence. You have the political independence, that is the independence of a national flag and a national anthem. But if you are still poor and depending on the West, you are still under bondage and suppression. You are not fully independent. But when you have economic independence added to your political independence, that is when independence becomes meaningful. Mahama is there. Ghanaians are beginning to say, yes, the economy is doing well. There was a time Nigeria was on top of its economy. South Africans were all over the place. Ghanaians were all over the place. No Nigerian killed anybody. Yes, we had Ghana must go, but it was in retaliation. People were not killed. But in South Africa, they kill you, burn you, and even refuse you burial in their cemeteries. Let's all work and make sure that our economies become better. African unity is a must. African unity is a must. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Final story. Story number 6. Watch this. Narcotics in KOKONTE. Saudi Arabia warns Ghana Muslims. Hey. It has come to the notice of the Saudi people that some Ghanaians, under the pretext of going for Hajj, carry drugs hidden in KOKONTE. Hey. Hidden in KOKONTE. Some are also hidden in shoes. Hey. Well, the Ghanaian ambassador to Saudi Arabia, Alhaji Said Sinari, has spoken. And this is him. He arrived there a few months ago. And we spoke with him. And in this video, he is giving us a warning. Watch this.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I bring you greetings from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. My name is Alhaji Said Sinari, the current Ghana ambassador to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm actually making this video to go viral in regards to the 2026 Hajj. and the Hajj period is just around the corner, just a few weeks. We are expecting our first flight to embark from Accra on the 1st of May. I just have some few concerns, and that goes to the pilgrims, those who are coming down to perform the Hajj in 2026, that is this year. The Hajj authorities, or I'll say the Saudi authorities, have written to us officially, and they have sent a very clear warning to every single pilgrim who is going to embark on the Hajj, the 2026 Hajj. And that is especially, those who will be caught, with narcotic drugs or any form of drugs that is banned in the kingdom. Believe me, there will be heavy fines, extremely heavy fines for those offenders, and prison terms too as well. So I beg you in the name of God, in the name of Allah, if you say you are a good Muslim, you say you love your religion, Islam, you love the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, please make sure that you desist from all these evil acts, narcotics in all forms. Otherwise, when you are caught, believe me, the embassy will not be there to save you. And those who would want to hide, maybe I would say some narcotics in their clothes, or in the past, some of them hide some of the narcotics wrapped in the Ghana cloths and all that. They should be very careful, because the scanners will pick it up. The scanners that they have now is high-tech. It's extremely high-tech. They will pick it up, and believe me, you will be in trouble at the end of the day. And those who think that they can hide narcotics in their shoes or their slippers and all that, believe me, all those scanners will pick it up, and you're going to be in trouble. We want you to stay trouble-free. And I also want to advise our pilgrims that please desist from carrying anybody's luggage. Anybody who gives you a parcel to bring to Saudi Arabia, please be very extremely careful. Don't do it. Don't carry it. Stay away from it entirely. Otherwise, you could be innocent, but somebody could plant you, put some drugs into your luggages and all that. We've seen it in the past. Please, I beg you in the name of Allah, let us make sure that we have a very, very, very free, trouble-free Hajj in this 2026 period. And I also want to warn some of our agents, some of our agents who think that they can be very smart in order, to use some of the pilgrims in order for them to carry illegal stuff. Believe me, the Saudi authorities are ready. The type of scanners that they have in this 21st century, they will pick up every single substance, whether it's hidden in the shoes, whether it's hidden in the cloth, whether it's hidden inside the KOKONTE or whatever. They'll pick it up. I beg you, let us stay away from all those acts, and so that we can have a very nice and very peaceful Hajj.
Alhaji Said Sinari, even if you hide it in KOKONTE, they will find it. Are you going to Mecca to do business, or you are going there to worship God? It's one of the pillars of faith in Islam. Pilgrimage. He himself is an Al-Hajj. And later this year, I will also be an Al-Hajj. Al-Hajj Sheikh Abu Bakr. This is Said Sinari, Al-Hajj. And he has warned everybody to stay away from narcotics. When you listen to the video, it goes on to say that the fine and jail terms are so heavy, you would end up staying in jail for a very long time. And that, when you pick up a visa as a tourist, is different from the visa that takes you to Hajj. And the two cannot be flipped. A visa for Hajj will take you to Hajj. A visa that is supposed to be for tourism is different. And if you take a visa for tourism and you go to Hajj with it and you are caught, you'll be in deep trouble. Well, we want to believe that it will be a narcotics-free Hajj. No narcotics in KOKONTE. No narcotics in the shoe. It is time to go for Hajj. And the first arrivals will be on the 1st of May, as we heard in the video. And if you go there and have any problem, the best place to go is the Ghana Embassy, or the Ghana High Commission, right there in Saudi Arabia. And that is the ambassador. Well, we appreciate you and we thank you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokushodemo, where we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much to Tesori Doriente. Yes, Tesori Doriente. Oh, yes. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Premium quality, made affordable. Of course. Yes, proudly distributed in the country by Daddy Ash Limited. And thanks so much to the great, the best, your trustworthy friend, Millennium Insurance. That's your trustworthy partner. Oh, yes. Thanks also so much to Lemfi. If you're sending money to Ghana from Europe and the Americas, it is Lemfi. No transfer fees, and you get the best rates. Oh, my God. Yes, we're talking about exchange rates, and you get that in your Momo account or your bank account. Yes, and remember, the referral code is 1RASTA. Thanks so much to Herbal Technology. Yes, we make sure that right there at Herbal Technology, we don't just treat you, we heal you. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. If you have a story that you want us to follow up on, we are more than just excited to do that. All right? Let's look at your comments, and we are done for the day. Send them via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. Henry Atia says, welcome back. I hope you day cool. And he says, please, Blakk. AG Honorable Dominic Ayene is back in Accra. Didn't forget to follow up on the poor policeman case. We are still on the case. We brought you the updates, okay? That's where it is for now. We'll keep following up, and whatever information we have, we'll bring it here, okay? Raymond Ewia says, good evening, Black Rasta. I trust that God is treating you well. Please, can you inform us about the ECG containers which were missing? I think we've spoken about it. You've asked this question more than 100 times. And what we have said from the media is that they found some of them. A few of them were gone. And that's the information they gave to us. But a lot of them that were said to be missing were found. But some were still missing. That's it. Or better still, qualitatively tell us what aspect of this story you want. So we can go into that and bring you the information. Okay? Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. Michael Nuwachi says, Abutrika would escape after his bail. This guy would run away. Ebenezer Tete says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Welcome back. And Michael Nuwachi says, Abutrika would escape after the bail. This guy will run away. Well, he's been watched, and they can joke with this for diplomacy reasons. Kevin says, good evening, Father. And then Ufuoma Holy Omoto says, greetings, Blakk Rasta, more fire. Akwesi Apre says, brilliant. Nana Ogum Power says, my greetings to spiritual president Nana Obidiaba, more fire. Mutaka Elisha Baku says, welcome, Blakk Rasta. We are here waiting already. Please greet Honorable Professor Alhaji Hamza Adam, MP for Kumbungu constituency for me. And Pat Awo says, hello, Blakk Rasta. More comments? Osabedu says, come here. the Black Port, aka Kuku Show them all. Zion Genesis says, listening. Kamshina Zaid says, Black Rasta, move of fire. Tete King says, this is where the truth is speaking. Okay. Zion Genesis says, thumbs up. More comments. Anthony Tieku says, bro, you are too much. God bless you. Keep up. Bless. Thank you so much, Anthony Tieku. Next Gen Otto Tai says, Kuku Show them all. Young Adam says, the Black Port is the only way to the truth. Watching live from Germany. And then also we are here. Evans Agbeko Ahu says, Massa, shut up. Who should shut up? Let's know exactly so that we can respond properly, okay? Sedu Isaka said, Rasta, what's happening with the South Africa blacks? Telling our black brothers to leave the country. Well, we dealt with it. Pate Steven says, welcome, Black Rasta. I'm watching you live. More fire. Eric Lopez Abankwa says, Black, what is your take about South Africans asking Ghanaians to leave their country? And then he says, is this alerting our politicians to do more? Of course, our politicians must do more. We also must do more. Okay? Jerry Atta says, please, Black, we love you. We love your program. Please, but please, when you start something, finish it. Thank you. We've always finished what we started. Tell us which one we haven't finished so that we can follow up. Okay? We are the people who follow. You say you get tired. We have always updated you on Dubois and you say you're tired. Hanan, you are tired. Abu Trika, you are tired. This is the show that follows up till the end. So I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry Atta. Come back and let us know. Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa says, Black, it seems you are rhyming more than Busta Rhymes today. Abu Trika's case is something, eh? Okay. Agovo Wisdom says, greetings, Black. Show them. Dash it away. Come here. Black, please, did you also drink the sobolo of the prophet? Have you drank it before? Share. Tell a friend to call another friend. Well, I haven't met him yet. Yes, I haven't met him yet. So I have not come in contact with the sobolo yet. You know, but I normally would like to go to God directly. Okay? And I'm not so much of a fan of spiritual items. I rather love to go to God directly. Okay? Akana Yozura says, hi, Black. Bless up, watching you live from Torino, Italy. Black, I have a question. Why is it that only African people go to very high schools just to come and steal from their nation? It's a question for the gods. Like someone, that guy called Kwabena Edu Bwane, I know who you are trying to talk about, should help Ghana not to steal from the nation. Well, it's a big question. Some people go to school to come and help grow their nation. We go to school to learn how to steal from our nation. Abu Trika's mother, I blame her for that. She will be paying for that. The mother has trained the son to be a thief like that. Well, he's not been convicted yet, so slow down, I beg you. And this is David Kujewu. I say, I don't have a heart for that nonsense. Too many of them in Ghana. We need to straighten them and bring them back and bring back the good name of Ghana that Kwame Nkrumah proudly built. For those idiots who want to kill the law guru, Tsatsu Tsikata, they are only envying him. All of them are fake lawyers, and he's aware of that and has a true good history about them. They are uncomfortable. So the only way to keep their rotten history is to eliminate him. They are already good and expert killers in killing, right? Okay. And they don't want the man to leave nothing but the truth. Well, this was when he was in prison. I believe that they've forgotten about him now. Those small boy thieves and girls in Ghana, their cases must be sped up and done right now. These things are an insult to the people of my age group. How? You don't need to be a stupid lawyer or a judge to handle these cases with truth, wasting the citizens' time. This is nonsense, nothing but the truth. Well, the courts, do due diligence, as we are told. Raskaba says, Assalamu alaikum. My brother Black Rasta, the professor himself, more respect to you. I pray that may the Almighty Allah protect and guide you always, inshallah. And then, Sun Trends TV says, good evening, Black Rasta. Raskaba says, Kwabena, ADOM KYEI-DUAH and ATTA AKYEA are all and nothing can change that. Henry Atia says, fire, Imperial Engineering Solutions says, Black Rasta always spewing balderdash in PR for his friends in government. Thank you, we appreciate you. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, showboy, keeps saying you are one of the main reasons why he got arrested. Please, how true is that? I don't know about that. All I know is that I decided to take his videos to the police that he was threatening me. I thought somebody said he came and apologized. And so where is this one coming from? He threatened me that he was going to do what. And I've never had an issue with him. Never even met him. You know, so I took it to the police and told the police, well, this is what this guy is saying. Find out from him what the issue is. So it took them time. Later, they arrested him because another man had gone to some issues. And when they called me, I said, you know what? For me, my case, forget about it. He's my brother. He will learn. So it is what it is. Okay? Yeah, but stop threatening people. Okay? It's not everybody you can threaten. There are some people you threaten and you end up where you want them to go. So please, take it easy, okay? Emmanuel Ania says, we are sick and tired with ADOM KYEI-DUAH stories. We just want to see him behind bars. So you see, those guys saying update. You see that? Any which way. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonum. Remember, on the 2nd of May, we are all going to La Boma Beach, Nane Champon. We have Kofi Kinata, Black Rasta. We have Ochame Kwame. We also have, Wendy Shea. We also have Osajefo, Ras Boomba. Akesi Brimpong, and many more artists performing live. We have 2 Jamaican artists also performing on the day from 10 a.m. all the way till you drop. It's only 100 Ghana cedis. Come in your numbers and witness true live band music. We love you. Raskuku Puom would also be there. Aminti Puom. We love you. We appreciate you. Catch you again tomorrow. Same time. 6-ish. 6 p.m. Until then, guidance and protections. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Wayo! Come on!